What's up, everybody? Today, I'm about to show you one of my most favorite beat. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome, and I don't know why I'm sharing this song. This is pretty precious to me. But I just want to share it because it's got so much of that R&B soul juice that K-pop lovers, they all love it. So are you ready to listen? Here we go. Yeah. Verse, hit it. Man. Free. More free. Post chorus. Yo, I'm about to break this down, but next week we're gonna drop the promo video for the top lining course that we're about to release. K-pop top lining, you guys know, is one of the most important aspects of K-pop music, and without a great top lining, you ain't got no good song. Okay, so we have 3 super producers. I can't reveal it to you right now, who's going to teach on this course everything you need to know about top lining, about coming up with the melody, concept, lyrics. We're gonna go through 5 weeks of intensive boot camp. And guys, let me tell you, last time when we had K-pop top lining class, 3 of the members, they became UMP members that I am working with every single day. And guys, we invite you to take this course, but also try out for my team, UMSIC Music Production. Stay tuned for next week. Are you guys ready to go get it? Here we go. So, this guitar is basically the lead source of what we're going for this song. And it sounds like this. And it's actually real guitar. And it's got so much soul to it. So first of all, it's very important that you get the right person to do the guitar for you. So it used to be like this, and I did a lot of tweaking. One of my favorite plugin for guitar, Maserati, together with some compression on it. CLA is always good. Some limiting. I'm canceling some noise. And then I'm putting some interesting reverb. Check this out. Without this, sounds like this. It's actually like a delay, but it almost plays that reverb roll to it, right? And then more reverb. And then some actual what is it, delay. See, it's creating more space if you listen carefully to it. And then even more delay. How many delays do I have for this? Actually, this one's not. This delay is only playing in certain areas that I really wanted to play. So yes, we're going from here to this. Yeah, but guys, the main guy to me was this guy. I love this plugin. Check it out. Not sponsored by them. Okay, so once I have that, now I am moving forward. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of vocal chop that happens right here. That just sets the tone of this R&B vibe that we're going for. Even that, right? And even here, another vocal that goes like... Did you hear that? So because I want to put that R&B soul flavor to it, I'm putting a lot of vocal chops that have R&B flavor. Like, you can't just put any kind of vocal chop, but you gotta put the vocals that really matches with the texture and the color that you are trying to go for. And right here, what happens after that? Drum wise, it's super simple, and just have one snap. And then towards this area right here, I'm adding a little more. Ooh, don't you love that? So for me, I always like to try to implement new sound, different stuff that is new. And for me, I didn't want to put like a hi-hat or like a shirka that goes chick chick, or like I wanted something different. So I'm doing this. So it's like a wood sound, right? And that created a little cool texture with my snap. And if you guys notice, there's something very interesting about this part, because I have this hip-hop sounding, trap sounding ghost snare, and already just by having that makes it feel hip, makes it feel swaggy. So that's why I love adding hip-hop elements that are cool here and there whenever it comes to making soulful R&B type thing. So here we go. I mean, just that kind of feels really good, you know? And together with my guitar, 1, 2, hit it. And then with my pluck, oh. So is this serum preset that I'm using, it's called, I don't know, gentle pluck. And it's got a really cool flavor. And I'm just basically adding that on top of the guitar that I have. Now I feel like I'm in a very cool R&B groove, right? Let's go on. And then I want the beat to drop already. Okay, so it hits different, right? First of all, there's a lot of cool, how do I say it? This is a really cool feel type of thing, hits type of thing that happens right before we're actually dropping. And it goes like this. Right here. So these things, they really have to come from imagination. Like in my mind, I was like, okay, I want it to be like boom, 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 pa, boom, boom, ka. So because I know that in my head, then what I do, the thought process is one by one, try to remember what I thought about, and then I go. So for example, I started with my kick, and I knew I wanted to do bum, 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 bum. But before I start here, I'm doing like a pre-tra pa 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 right there. Check that out. Yeah. And that just makes it more groovy. That just makes it more fun, you know what I'm saying? So together, this, and then all my snare and stuff, they just come right on the fourth beat of the very last part. That goes like this. So nothing happens here. There we go. Am I? Yeah, still some ghost snare right there. And what? Right here, I want some kind of explosion. So I'm adding this clap that goes like a big clap, right? With a big vintage verb. Guys, if you don't have this plugin yet, go get it. It is the best reverb out there right now. And I've also found this really cool fill that I wanted to use right before hitting this spot right here. And it goes like this. Ooh, that feels good, right? And then I have there's a lot of detail here. And then I wanted to emphasize that pam, 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 pam with my 808. But instead of just having the simple stuff, I'm doing a lot of pitch bending. It sounds like this. And then my plucks. And at this point, I'm muting my guitar to give a little bit of different flavor. And I have all these effect sounds together. Sounds like this. Yeah, now we're feeling good. Let's go on. In a section like this, groove is so important. Drums are so important. And this is a funny little thing. But have you guys noticed this is a very R&B soulful track, but it's got a lot of trap elements. Like, check this out. Listen to my drums. That's like very trap stuff, right? And then layer snare, clap. A lot of times these spacious claps, they make the tone bigger, and I wanted something big. See, this makes a huge difference. Without this clap, no space. But with this clap, with reverb, creates a huge space. More clap. Now, we don't just have a clap here, but it sounds wide. That's what I'm doing, right? And then another clap. This is how I say, okay, without this clap, if you don't have headphones, put it on, because you're going to hear a lot of difference right here. With this clap, I don't know how to say it. It stacks so big vertically. It sounds like super vertically big. And I love how it adds together. Together with my ghost snare. And then big clap at the end. And then hi-hats. Here we go. Woo. See, okay, one tip right here. I love having the basics of my rhythm, basics of my drums, and adding some cool top loops that can enhance what I already have. I really suggest you guys doing that instead of the other way around, because once you just throw in a loop from the very beginning, your mind cannot function very creatively. You're stuck with that loop, and unless it's a really good loop that really plays exactly what you wanted, then you're kind of trapped. And I hate that feeling. So a lot of times I put the basics of what I want to do first, and then I use some loop sources to help me out with what I have already instead of just following that loop. Okay, now we're gonna play some percussion. It goes like this. Good. And then I'm gonna play the 808s. And you guys know I love using pitch bend for my 808s, but not only that, like, listen to the rhythm that I'm playing. I'm not just playing like a sustain style of 808s, but I'm stopping my 808s here and there to make it more groovy, more fun to dance with. So right here, stop. Stop again. Yeah, that stuff. And then with my plug. And then I'm stacking more synth together. And that's about it with some effect sounds in this section. Okay, let's go on to pre-chorus right here. I mean, there isn't a whole lot going on right here. It's just, what is it? Oh, let me show you what I did right here. This is a really interesting thing. But when I'm using my snap, listen to this. But I'm stacking with this. And I'm making it come not completely together, but separately. And it creates this kind of flame tone. It goes like this. Ooh. See, without this, it would have sounded like this. Not cool enough, right? And without that, it would have sounded like boring. But together, guys, it sounds like this. Oh, that's details. That's details. And then, yeah, my synth doing the same thing, but I'm adding another cool guy because I wanted to add like an organ that has a little sustainy pedal type of thing that goes like this. So it's like an organ sound, but it has filter sweep. And then toward the end, it's just gonna get wider and wider right there. And the chords are the same, you know? I'm keeping it pretty similar. But as this keeps happening, now on my second section of the pre-chorus, I'm adding bass. Oh, and this bass is so fat and so nice, right? This just does so much. And then together with my so that's one of the tips I can give you right now, is that sometimes if you have the bass from the beginning, you're not gonna make any difference. But sometimes I just take the bass out to try to make it more minimal. And then when I add the bass, it creates way more oomph on the second half of the pre-chorus. Let's listen to it together. And as you guys can hear, there's something really cool happening right here. And it's a crowd sound that goes like this. Man, when I heard this, I was like, oh my goodness. They go so well together. Because without this, it sounded like this. So boring. But with this, then we're hitting the chorus. But before we hit the chorus, let me show you this little thing. By the way, again, we're releasing a top lining course next week. So check it out. This course is going to have 3 amazing super producers and top liners who's going to teach you all about K-pop top lining. I'm excited for it because last time I opened this class, 3 of the members, they got to join my music production team. And yeah, I mean, this course is just full of good stuff, and I'm so excited to reveal that to you guys next week. So stay tuned. Okay, so when I'm doing this fill right here, woo, that feel is amazing, right? It's a very intentional feel that sounds like this. So it used to be, I think I chopped something. Yeah, so it was like this. So it used to be that, but I like the sound, but I didn't want it to be the same. I want it to sound tra tra pa 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 pa, like a triplet thing, right? So what I did is I chopped it, boom, boom, ta pa 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 pa, right there. But I purposely wanted to have a panning effect. So this panning is on my right, left, and then middle. And then right here, as you guys can see, I'm doing some, look at this, transpose, -5, and then here, 0, and then -4. So I'm playing with the pitch, basically, and it sounds like this one time. And this is one of the tips I can give you guys. Grab fills that you want, that you like, chop it up, and make it exactly the way you want it to be. That way, you're keeping the source of splice or whatever you want to use, but you're manipulating and putting it exactly where you want. That becomes a creative, unique idea that you can come up with. Okay, shall we go on? Hey. Woo! Okay, so obviously you can hear that it's like a drop style, right? And the main guy is this lead sound right here. I just fell so in love with that sound, and I am actually keeping for the most part, but what did I do with my EQ? I didn't do very much. Yeah, I didn't do much. I thought it was so good, but I made it fit with what I wanted to go, and I just moved things around here and there, and then match the key, match the tempo, and boom. I mean, I love that so much. That together with my 808 goes like. So it's like a very musical, soulful, like tiny minimalistic drop, and everything is like super contained but super like tasty at the same time. You know, I love that kind of flavor when it comes to K-pop R&B. And then with this guitar right here, and then some organ flavor, not a lot, just when it's needed right here. Let me give you guys a little organ tip right here. So this organ I'm using vintage, it's called Vintage Organ from Native Instruments, one of my favorite realistic organ that I like to use, and I'm using this basic gospel. Why am I doing gospel preset? Well, think about it. R&B, soul, gospel, hip hop, all these they come from a very similar subcategory, and it goes really well together. So that's one of the things that I love to talk about, which is if you know a style, for example EDM, then you got to know that from EDM came super what is it, future bass, it came dubstep, and many other genres that have to do with the like progressive EDM. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with R&B. There is soul, there's funk, there's hip hop, there's, you know what I'm saying? It expands to many different subcategories. And to me, this gospel organ just really hits home. And together with my keys, sounds like this. And keys is doing like super flavorful stuff right here. And it's just playing like super minimalistic right here. That's my keyboard. Yo, that's good. And then I really wanted to add something funny, and it's the squeaky guy. Man, I love that. And then not much else is going on, and then with some clap, snap, and then we're getting ready to explode. Are you ready? Here we go. Hit it. So let's break down the drums. Kick, pretty simple, right? There's a lot of claps happening right here. This clap, and then this clap, but even more this big clap right here. That made a huge difference. And I'm adding a lot of hi-hat elements that goes like this. Ooh, do you hear that hi-hat? So instead of just going pop tap 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 or ta 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 ta, I'm doing ta 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 ta. It's a triplet hi-hat, and that just made this section so unique, so different. And right here too. Bring my squeak back. In a big section, you don't want to stop the 808. You just keep on going with that sustain style, right? Alright, let's bring all the drums back in. And then my keys. Pad, more pad, guitar, plug, more plug. We just have to make big this section right here. Organ. And then we gotta bring the crowd. Yo. And the lead. Then effects vocal. And then some impact effect sounds. One more hit right here. Wow. Love that section. Guys, welcome to K-pop, R&B, and soul. Alrighty, guys. Once again, new course opening up on K-pop top lining. And this is not just a 5-week boot camp. We do everything live. We're gonna hear you're gonna have an opportunity to showcase your top lining, open for beginner, advanced, and intermediate. So check that out. Also, you guys know UMC, community for K-pop producers, community for aspiring K-pop musicians is always open for you guys to come and join. This is a subscription base, so check it out on the link below. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Keep it real. Love you guys. Bye bye.